Hello my dudes, welcome to part 6, I think, if my maths is correct, which it most certainly isn't. So welcome. I'm thinking shifting sandlands next, and if I need to do some more, I've always got more of that beautiful maze to go through. And as you saw from last week, it was such fun that I can't wait to tackle it again. So let's do that now. I think I just took the longest possible route, and I did not take the right route. So yeah, I don't mind the pyramid level. I mean, I'm not going to do all of the stars. So I'm hoping that by the time this goes up, as I've been filming them in blocks in advance, I'm hoping that the move will have happened. So hopefully by the time this is live and people are watching it, I'm in my house. So future me, if you're in the house, I hope you're enjoying it. If not, then I can seriously not look forward to whatever's holding up the move. So, fun times all around. I can't, like, can I punch this guy? Oh, I can kick him. Oh, he's grown back. He's erect again. Oh my god. Because it sort of looks like quite a flat asset, it's quite difficult to actually... Right, there we go. Alright, time to take on the bird. Oh my god! Mamma mia! Right, okay, that's what I was trying to do the first go round. I was about to say, where's that bloody bird? Oh, of course it would be all the way at that bit of the pyramid, wouldn't it? Oh, it's not on the pyramid. Well, I guess I'll do the pyramid one next then. I think I'm not a big fan of sort of like Egypt-themed levels or like sandy levels. I mean, I don't mind it in sort of the 2D scroller Mario games, but in 3D I'm not the biggest fan. I think Gobi's Valley from Banjo is probably my favourite, especially if you compare it to this or Angry Aztec, but I'm still not the biggest fan of it as a genre of game level, I suppose you call it. I still think the worst level in this game is Dire Docks, and I don't even think it's close. Like, I know a lot of people don't like Rainbow Ride, or because they think it's too hard, which is fair. I know it's not the easiest of levels, but I don't think it's like... But I don't mind it actually. I think it's quite creative and quite innovative as far as levels in this game goes. Yes, 0 coins. Gotta love it. Right, I'm thinking I might tackle the red coins now. I'm probably not going to do 100 because that would mean going inside the pyramid. Right. Was that a red coin? Yeah, it was. Right, I'm trying to remember where they all are. Right, I know there's one at the edge of the map, which I missed just now. Yeah, there it is, just chilling out in the distance. Cheeky little thing. Will I sink if I just stand? No. Okay, it's just normal sand. I used to be terrified of quicksand as a kid. I remember like going to the beach when I was really little after playing, I think, this or Banjo-Kazooie. And I was like to my mum and stepdad, like, what if there's quicksand? There's not going to be quicksand. Yeah, it didn't really dawn on me that the United Kingdom doesn't tend to have quicksand. But I'm going to get the shell, which might be a dumb idea, but, you know, live and learn and all that. Yeah, I'm already regretting it. I can't see, which is not helpful in the least. There's another Dexter. Oh, I'm gonna have to fly, aren't I? I need the flying. Oh, I forgot a lot of them were in the air. Okay. Kind of want off this shell. Damn, I was hoping if I bashed into it, that might be enough to... Oh, it's trying to take my hat, isn't it? It's like, what's that bird want? Oh, just let me off, please. Mario's like, woohoo! I wonder at what point is this just like Peter should get involved. But yeah, amusing. Oh, I thought that... It's fine, I needed the red one to do it anyway. I thought that the gust of wind was just going to blow me away. Apparently not. Right. Guess I'll start by getting the ones in the air that are going to be trickier. And then I'll come back and try and get the land ones. Although I'm starting to think that this red coin one was just a mistake. Or not, or that could happen. God, this playthrough's getting it all. We've got the Amsterdam tax, we've got the legacy of Fartman. It's all happening today. The red coins never normally go this well. No, I didn't think that was going to be possible. Oh, give it back, you winged freak. Look, I get you're upset, but you can't be going and taking my hat. That's not how this works. Right, hopefully that gust of wind can help me now. No, 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 no. Oh. No, F it. We'll just go in the volcano. I'm just gonna get a drink while we're in the volcano. I realized I just said volcano and I definitely meant pyramid. What I think I'll do is I'll go in the pyramid, get the 1 star, potentially another, and then I'll go to the second Bowser. I can always come back here, and I probably will. But I'm not having the best of luck at the moment, and it's starting to grate on me a little bit, so... At the moment, I mean, yeah, bits will probably get trimmed, because it tends to, but about halfway through the episode, so... Whee! I wish I had more fun and exciting things to tell you, but nothing really new. Oh, I was thinking about this the other day. So, while I was at work, I was a bit bored. And they were selling Disney stuff for Christmas. Are any of you really like Disney fans? So, I'm not, like, objectively the biggest Disney fan ever. Like, I like The Emperor's New Groove. I like Moana, they're probably my favourites. I don't mind Toy Story. I actually quite rate Frozen. I will challenge people that say Frozen is a bad movie. I don't think the second one's any good, and I definitely don't think they should make a third. I think they got it right the first go round, and there's no need to keep giving it sequels, because it's not a movie that needs it. Like, the story was told, and told well. But I get we live in a world where everything needs to bounce off something else and more money needs to be made. Anyway, back to the point of Disney. So, when I was maybe 13, 14, I was... Oh, I have to hold A, don't I? Okay. So yeah, when I was 13, 14, Toy Story 3 was at the cinema. So I went with my mum and stepdad to see it. Because my mum was really keen to see it and stuff, so like a family trip out. I think we went for a meal afterwards at like a restaurant and stuff. Anyway, and my mum was sat in between me and my stepdad, and that bit where the toys are all holding hands in the furnace and Lotso Bear reappears, or whatever it is. My mum yelled, "Oh no!" out loud, literally like the whole cinema heard it. And then I was just sort of like face palming. I was like that typical angsty teen. I was like, oh, this is embarrassing. I didn't, like, obviously there was nobody there that was going to see me and nobody would have cared, ultimately. And my stepdad, I heard him, like, I think he was trying to whisper to her, but I just, because she was, like, tears were streaming and stuff, she thought toys were going to die, Lotso was there, it was emotional. My stepdad just looked at her and was like, pull yourself together, quite loudly, which was also very amusing. And then, my mum hadn't seen Frozen, but me and my sister did, and liked it. And my mum and my aunt at the time was single, I think, was watching it together at her house. And that bit where, like, Anna is like, Hans, you're my true love, kiss me and you'll save me. And then Hans is like, oh, Anna, oh, and if you had someone who loved you, and basically, like, F's her over. My aunt was just like, oh... my mum and aunt at the same time were both just like, oh, all men are the same and stuff. And just started complaining at the screen, and I was just like, for God's sake. Like, embarrassing, but funny. Like, if a movie's a tearjerker, my mum is the absolute worst person in the world for just, like, crying at it. The Christmas movie, The Holiday, it's got, like, Jack Black and Cameron Diaz and Jude Law, and I think, is it Keira Knightley in it as the leads, where, like, the British and the American woman, like, swap places at Christmas time and go to each other's houses and fall in love with, like... So, the British woman falls in love with, Jack Black, and the American woman falls in love with Jude Law, the British woman's brother. And, like, Jude Law's character is being really secretive and stuff when he starts having this, like, fling with Cameron Diaz. Although it does start to become more serious and stuff. And my mum was, like, rambling for the whole time for the movie, being like, oh, I bet he's got a wife, I bet he's cheating on her, I bet he's this, that, and I was like, Mum, just watch the film. And then it got to the bit where she knocks on his house to confront him because she also believes that, that that he's cheating on her. And then it turns out that he's a widow and that he's bringing up his 2 young girls. And he's struggling to be like 2 parents. Didn't want to bring someone into his life who would wasn't going to stick around. At which point, after this reveal, my mum started crying and said, "Such a wonderful man." I was just there like, God, what is my life right now? What is happening? Yeah, so there's that. And then it's just she was against him for most of the movie. Then there was the whole Mr. Napkin Head bit where he's trying to parent both of his girls and stuff. And my mum was just like, oh, just loving him after that, just being like, oh, I'm just gonna go do Bowser. It's just stressing me out now. And she just. It's just the way that it flipped from he's the worst to just, oh, he's such a wonderful, caring man. And I was just like, God. Oh, that's right. I've got to do my favourite level first. Or stuff like in Charlotte's Web, when Charlotte died, she started crying despite the fact that, much like me, she is terrified of spiders. Or every time there's a new series of Waterloo Road, that tends to be something that sets her off. At my sister's wedding, we kept making jokes saying she was going to need a bucket, and she probably will for mine next year as well. The Holiday's actually really good. I never thought a movie would make me root for Jack Black as a romantic lead. Not in a bad way. I love Jack Black. I don't really see him as that kind of role. To me, he's more just sort of like the goofball or the comedian. Or in School of Rock, he did a good job as well. But it was just so interesting seeing that kind of point of view from him. I also don't really understand why there's this star. I guess it's to show people that this is where the level is. Because otherwise people might just think that it's only the Bowser level in here, is my guess. That was probably the point, but it's just such an annoying level. I've been debating doing a video, and by the time this goes out, I might have done it, where I just explain why I think this level is terrible. Oh, I have to hit some switches or something, don't I? I was about to say, can I not just Talon Trot? And I was like, oh yeah, this is not Banjo-Kazooie. You can tell that's what I've been playing recently. Well, I say recent, it's probably the last major game I played on the N64. Oh my god, what? The controls are so slippery. I love this console, and I'm actually currently wearing my Nintendo 64 t-shirt. But yeah. Right, there we go. Actually wasn't that bad, I just don't like this level. It just feels like a bit of a pointless waste star, but then again this whole level just feels like a pointless waste, so... You can see the water moving back. This gives me Stargate vibes. I don't know if you're a Stargate fan or not, but in the film and the TV show, when they open a wormhole in the Stargate and the Stargate team walk through, that's very much the vibe it's giving me at the moment. Oh, whoops, no. I'd had a brain fart then. No! Oh! Game, please, throw me a bone. I need it. Clearly I need it. I'm 3 hours in and I've got 47 stars. Clearly I'm not doing particularly good. Oh, it's over here, isn't it? That's probably why I'm not doing particularly good, because I keep making silly schoolboy errors like that. So, Before I went to Amsterdam, I told my dad that I was going to Amsterdam, and my grandma, so my dad's mum, was at his house when I went around with my fiance, and we were talking about it. And my grandma was telling us about when she and her friends went to Amsterdam. She was like, "Oh yes, we went to the red light district." She said that there were women in a state of dress, and my missus thought it was really funny, so she was just like getting my grandma to follow up. Meanwhile, me and my dad were just creasing. We were just like mortified by what was being said by my grandmother, and she was like, "Oh, it was interesting and stuff." Just like, me and my friends visited and stuff. And I was just like, "Grandma, please, I don't want to know." But I think on the whole, she enjoyed Amsterdam. It was more just, I found it cringy. My dad too also found it very cringy. That's fine. There'll be coins and stuff scattered about. I don't think I had any other funny stories from Amsterdam. I think I've covered most of it now. One of my friends was supposedly chatting to a group of American girls and tried to get somewhere with them. I wasn't there, so I don't know if this is true or not. I'm more tempted to say it wasn't, but I couldn't tell you either way. Because the two people involved are two that I don't trust. Especially if alcohol's been involved. Because it's probably exaggerated. What they mean is they probably... Maybe one of the American girls said, "Oh, sorry, do you mind moving over a bit because they're in the way," or something. That's what I assume that conversation most likely went as. Rather than we chatted to some American girls. We had a fair few drinks at the airport because we got there way too early because we decided to be cheap and pay for buses instead of the train. Which I still stand by. I mean, the amount of money I spent at drinks at the airport, I may as well have just paid for the train, like, objectively. But chilling with my friend and drinking was a good time, so... I mean, you can buy a lot of things, but you can't always buy a good time. Well, in Amsterdam you probably can, but not in the context that I was going with it. I feel like I've missed a red coin. It was more just like a side thing. I'm not all that invested, so if I did miss a red coin, it's genuinely not the end of the world. Oh my god, I feel like I had most of them as well. Yeah, so, I mean, had a few drinks, got to hang out with my mate. And I mean, the line to the actual bar where the seating area was at the airport was really messy and all over the place. So me and my friend were just like, F it, should we just get 2 or 3 drinks at a time? So in the end, I want to say I had maybe 5 pints before I got on the flight. And I was starting to feel a bit, like, tipsy at that point, so I feel like that probably was the point to stop. But nonetheless, it was fun. Oh, I don't think I got that red coin. The conversation was just funny, though. And the airport was relatively quiet. I mean, I guess it was like, I don't know, 8 in the morning UK time. We were flying out at like 2 or something. Like, it was, the fact we were drinking that early on in the day probably wasn't great. Well, I mean, we probably started drinking maybe more like 10 by the time we'd gone through everything. Because we also had like a coffee and some breakfast and stuff. Or at least I did. So it kind of broke up the booze a bit. But it, yeah. We're debating maybe going to Mallorca next year. But actually getting, like, my fiance might come and some other girlfriends slash partners and stuff might come too, so That'd be quite cool if that is the case. I don't think I've missed a red coin. I mean, if I get to the end and I missed a red coin, I'm not going to go back and do it again. It's kind of where I'm at, I think. Oh, it almost landed. Oh, right. I'm just going for the level now. I'm just gonna go for Bowser. I just to do it as quickly as possible. Screw the red coins. Because this, I mean, I will do some trimming as I always do, but this already looks like it's going to be a relatively long part, so. And most of that was just wasted. Like that. Okay, that was lucky. Although I did just intend to just sort of wall jump and it did not go my way in the least. But... So, I don't know the details yet. I've heard tiny little bits and bobs from my friends. But my stag do is being fully organised now. And it already sounds like it's just going to be a mixture of depraved and stupid. Which I guess is kind of what you want from a stag. But it should be interesting. The only sort of rule was no strippers, but apart from that... Knowing my best man, it's probably going to be the most dumb thing imaginable. Which again, it's a stag. I think that's kind of what you want. All I know is so far it's going to be a weekend in August, and it's probably going to be messy. With a lot of bad jokes. Guessing there's a red coin down here. Yeah, there was. Which means I think I probably would have got them all. Pestering me again, are you, Mario? Can't you see that I'm having a merry little Christmas, making mischief with my minions? Fair enough. Now, return those stars. My troops in the walls need them. Wahahaha! Oh yeah, this is the one where he turns the arena on its side. Whee! Oh, that backfired. Oh, this is the one where he, like, it becomes Danny Phantom and just vanishes, isn't it? Yeah. I'm going ghost. Dude, do you just want to stop, please? I feel like he's tormenting me now. Right. There we go. That's got to do it, right? Yes! Again, I still think it should be 2 hits because, you know, it goes from 1 to 1 to 3, and that feels like quite bad progression. Or just weird progression. Right then, okay, that's the next key got. I think for now I'm gonna call it there because time's getting on a bit now. Once again, thank you for checking out the video. Hope you're enjoying the series, and I will catch you all in the next one. Goodbye.